She was the villain. She was the third person in the marriage. She needed to rehabilitate her image.
Welcome back, fellow royal family enthusiasts. As the tales of Prince William and Prince Harry unraveled in the public eye, a shocking news surfaced. A secret sister, hidden from the limelight. Just when you thought you had a handle on the vast array of royal news, from their beloved corgis to their international escapades, as well as their marriages, a new family member emerges, begging for further exploration. This exclusive video delves into the captivating tale of this hidden royal figure and the reason behind her discreet existence. Stay tuned and watch till the end to know what Prince Harry has to say about her and why she was kept a secret. Fame and privacy of the British family. The British royal family are a unique entity in the world of fame and privacy. Their family is undeniably among the most globally recognized celebrities. They are simultaneously the most photographed people on the planet. Whether you consider them overrated or are deeply invested in their lives, one thing is certain. You are familiar with Queen Elizabeth II, William, Harry, Kate Middleton, and Meghan Markle. Despite our familiarity with them, there are still aspects of their lives that they prefer to keep private. This duality is a result of the royal family's careful management of their public image, which is both a source of fascination and a challenge for them. The royal family's fame is unparalleled. They are the subject of constant media attention, with every aspect of their lives scrutinized by the public and the press. Their weddings, births, and even their everyday activities are documented and analyzed in great detail. This level of attention has made them global celebrities, with millions of people around the world following their every move. At the same time, the royal family is fiercely protective of their privacy. They guard their personal lives and inner workings of the monarchy closely, often keeping them hidden from public view. This is a deliberate strategy to maintain a sense of mystique and distance from the public, which is essential for their role as symbols of national unity and continuity. This unique combination of fame and privacy has created a veil of secrecy around the royal family, which is both intriguing and frustrating for the public. For instance, few people are aware that Prince William and Prince Harry have a stepsister, and only a few know why she has been kept out of the public eye. It is this veil of secrecy that has shrouded the existence of the hidden stepsister, who was born into a world where her very existence was deemed too controversial for the polished image of the royal family. It's tempting to view celebrities as open books, with every aspect of their lives laid bare for the world to see, critique, and judge. However, the British royal family's fame is of a different nature. While some details of their lives, such as Queen Elizabeth's fondness for corgis or Prince Charles's passion for organic farming, are known, there are layers of their existence that remain veiled in mystery. The hidden stepsister's story is an apt reminder of the lengths to which the royal family will go to maintain their image. It is also a testament to the indomitable human spirit, as she navigated a life that was extraordinary in its ordinariness. Her story serves as a reminder that even in the most public of families, there are secrets and hidden truths that can only be revealed with time and understanding. While her brothers, William and Harry, were groomed for royal duties, learning the intricacies of diplomacy and the weight of the crown, she led a life that was entirely different. Keep watching to know what Prince Harry has to say about the stepsister and why she was kept a secret. Prince Charles and Diana. To understand this story, we need to go back to the beginning, to 1981, when Prince Charles married Lady Diana. Although it appeared to be a fairy tale, there were issues simmering just beneath the surface. Few stories have captivated the world's imagination as intensely as the union of Prince Charles and Lady Diana Spencer. Their love story, celebrated with much fanfare, was hailed as a modern fairy tale. But as with many fairy tales, the reality was far more intricate and somber than the glossy narrative that initially captivated millions. The courtship and subsequent engagement of Charles, the heir to the British throne, And Diana, a young aristocratic Englishwoman, was the stuff of dreams. Their wedding, held in 1981 at St. Paul's Cathedral, was watched by over 750 million people globally, reflecting the world's deep fascination with the royal family. Diana's radiant beauty, youthful exuberance, and seemingly genuine warmth captured the public's heart, while Charles, with his regal bearing and sense of duty, represented the continuation of a royal lineage that had endured for centuries. However, behind the grandeur of the royal wedding and the couple's public appearances lay a more complex narrative, one that only began to emerge years after they exchanged their vows. Rumors about Prince Charles's relationship with Camilla Parker Bowles had been circulating for years, even before his engagement to Diana. Camilla, a friend and confidant, had known Charles since the early 1970s. Their relationship, characterized by deep mutual understanding and shared interests, was in stark contrast to Charles's relationship with Diana, which, as many would later learn, was fraught with misunderstandings and incompatible temperaments. In retrospect, the story of Charles and Diana is a great reminder of the immense pressure and scrutiny the royals face. Their fairy tale, for all its glittering allure, was a product of public expectation, tradition, and a voracious media. The truth, as it so often is, was far more nuanced. The real Charles and Diana were two individuals caught in a web of duty, expectation, and a relentless spotlight, trying to find their way and, in the process, redefining the very idea of what it means to be royal. Diana Spencer, the people's princess and a great mom. Diana Spencer, later known as Princess Diana, was more than just a member of the British royal family. She transcended her royal title, becoming a cultural icon whose influence resonated far beyond the palace walls. Her charisma, compassion, and undeniable connection with the public earned her the affectionate title of the People's Princess. A figure of fascination in pop culture, she also left a lasting legacy through her extensive charity work and her genuine dedication to her two sons, William and Harry. Diana's passion for charity work was evident early on. Her engagements often took her to places few royals had visited. She wasn't merely content with ceremonial visits, she wanted to make a tangible impact. She reached out to those society often overlooked, people with AIDS during a time when the disease was stigmatized, the homeless, and those suffering from leprosy. In one of her most iconic moments, Diana was photographed shaking hands with an AIDS patient without gloves, challenging misconceptions and stigmas associated with the disease. Her compassion was her signature, demonstrating time and again that she wasn't just a princess in title, but in action as well. In her tragically short life, Princess Diana redefined what it meant to be a modern royal. She bridged the gap between the monarchy and the masses, not just as a symbol, but as a woman of substance. Through her charity work, her genuine compassion, and her unyielding love for her children, she left an indelible mark, ensuring that her legacy as the people's princess will endure for generations to come. The crash that was heard around the world. Tragedy struck, and the world mourned Diana. The news came like a surreal nightmare, one that the world desperately wished to wake up from. Princess Diana, the people's princess, had been involved in a fatal car crash in Paris. As reports confirmed the unthinkable, the globe was plunged into collective shock and profound grief. Diana, with her luminous presence, her genuine warmth, and her deep humanitarian commitment, had touched countless hearts across continents. The tragedy of her death was not just the loss of a princess. It felt as if the world had lost a cherished friend. News channels worldwide broadcasted the tragic events, with anchors and correspondents struggling to contain their emotions. The initial disbelief soon gave way to an overpowering grief. For many, Diana had been a constant. Her smile, her grace, her compassion had been ever present since her entry into the public eye. She had matured from a shy young bride to a confident woman and devoted mother, always under the watchful gaze of her global admirers. Now she was gone, leaving behind a world grappling to comprehend the magnitude of the loss. As the British people struggled with the tragedy, an unprecedented scene unfolded outside Buckingham Palace. What started as a few bouquets of flowers turned into an ocean of floral tributes. The vast concrete expanse of the palace forecourt transformed into a sea of color, fragrance, and raw emotion. The flowers, accompanied by notes, photographs, and tokens, represented the outpouring of a nation's grief. Every rose, every lily, and every message told a story of gratitude, love, and a deep sense of personal loss. The world had lost a beacon of hope, a symbol of compassion, and a voice for the voiceless. Yet even in her absence, Diana's legacy lived on, immortalized by the ocean of flowers, the tear-streaked faces, and the millions of hearts forever marked by the touch of the people's princess. Charles and Camilla get a second chance at love. Time has a way of healing wounds, reshaping perceptions, and granting second chances. For Prince Charles and Camilla Parker Bowles, the passage of time would bring them back together, not as mere lovers, but as a married couple seeking acceptance in the public eye. Their story began long before either of them ever met Diana. Young and smitten, Charles and Camilla's early romance in the 1970s was like that of many young lovers, full of passion and promise. However, life, as it often does, led them on different paths. Charles was destined for a union with Lady Diana Spencer, a marriage watched by millions and marked by both joy and turmoil. Camilla married Andrew Parker Bowles, and for a time their previous romance seemed to be a closed chapter. Yet destiny often had its own plans. Their affection for each other never truly went away. While their relationship during Charles's marriage to Diana was a source of scandal and controversy, it was clear to those close to them that their bond was genuine. The years following Diana's tragic death were marked by introspection and public scrutiny for the royal family. Charles and Camilla's relationship, once hidden in the shadows, gradually emerged into the light. By the early 2000s, the couple began making public appearances together, a clear indication that they were rekindling their relationship. In 2005, they announced their intention to marry, a decision met with a mix of support, skepticism, and curiosity. Their wedding, though more low-key than royal norms, was a testament to their enduring affection. In the presence of close family and friends, they exchanged vows in a civil ceremony at Windsor's Guildhall. The subsequent blessing at St. George's Chapel was a poignant moment capturing their desire for both divine and public approval. As time has progressed, the story of Charles and Camilla has come to be viewed increasingly as one of genuine love and second chances. Their journey, marked by challenges, judgment, and the weight of royal duty, reflects the intricate nature of human relationships and the pursuit of personal happiness. It serves as a poignant reminder that love stories often deviate from a linear path, and that sometimes, amidst the trials and tribulations, love finds its way back. Camilla as a stepmother. Naturally, the British public, and indeed the world, were uncertain about the idea of someone else stepping into Diana's role. This also meant that things would be different for the royal family. The truth was that the marriage made Charles happy, and seeing their father happy also made William and Harry happy. "She's not the wicked stepmother. William and I love her to bits," Harry stated in a 2005 interview. Eventually, the public warmed up to Camilla as well. However, she also brought something else to the table. Camilla's hidden legacy gives rise to William's and Harry's secret sister. Every narrative within the British royal family seems to flourish under the watchful eyes of both devoted admirers and the relentless press. Yet, within these tales of grandeur and public scrutiny, there are threads less explored. Among them are the stories of Tom Parker Bowles and Laura Lopes, the children from Camilla's initial marriage to Andrew Parker Bowles. Laura was born in 1978, 4 years ahead of Prince William and 8 years ahead of Prince Harry. She spent her childhood in Wiltshire, England, and completed her education at a boarding school in Dorset. Later, she pursued a degree in History of Art and Marketing at Oxford Brookes University. Unlike her well-known half-brothers, Laura has always maintained a private life and steered clear of the media's attention. She is employed as an art curator and in 2005 co-founded 11, a contemporary art gallery in London. According to royal reporter Katie Nichols' 2010 book, Harry and William, William and Laura had a strained relationship in the past. They would often argue over the blame for their broken homes. William would blame Camilla for the hurt she caused his mother, which would anger Laura. She would then retaliate by blaming William's father, saying, "Your father has ruined my life." Laura married George Lopes, a former Calvin Klein model turned accountant, in 2006. He comes from a wealthy background, being the grandson of a baron and related to the Astor family. Laura has 3 children, including a daughter named Eliza, who was a bridesmaid at William and Kate's royal wedding. Laura is known to have a close bond with her half-brothers, particularly Prince Harry, who affectionately refers to her as Sis. She also shares a strong relationship with her stepfather, Prince Charles, who escorted her down the aisle at her wedding. Laura is frequently invited to royal gatherings, including Christmas at Sandringham and Trooping the Colour. Despite her royal connections, Laura prefers a private and low-key lifestyle. She rarely grants interviews or attends social events, choosing instead to focus on her family and her career as an art curator. She is actively involved in charitable causes, such as the Elephant Family, which works to protect Asian elephants from extinction. Laura Lopes is not just the half-sister of Princes William and Harry. She is a successful professional, a devoted spouse and mother, and a dedicated philanthropist. While she may not have the same level of fame or glamour as her royal relatives, she is a remarkable and admirable individual in her own right. Tom Parker Bowles, on the other hand, appeared destined to embrace the public eye. With his mother's charm and a natural affability, he carved a niche for himself in the culinary world. His travels and encounters with diverse cultures and cuisines allowed him to document his experiences, becoming a celebrated food writer and critic. His passion led him to meet and interact with many of the culinary world's most notable personalities. Yet in every interaction, every critique, and every public appearance, Tom exuded a sense of identity that transcended being the son of the Duchess of Cornwall. Why Laura Lopes was always a secret. Laura's choice to lead a life of obscurity was influenced by several intertwined factors. Primarily, she witnessed firsthand the relentless scrutiny her mother Camilla faced, especially during the tumultuous years involving Prince Charles and Princess Diana. Such unyielding attention, often bordering on invasive, can take a toll on one's personal life, a price Laura was unwilling to pay. Additionally, Laura's commitment to her own family played a role. Nurturing children in the intense spotlight that accompanies being related to the royal family can be a daunting task. Laura's decision to maintain a more subdued profile can be interpreted as a protective measure, an effort to provide her children with a semblance of normalcy in a world where their grandmother's every move is meticulously documented. In the expansive tapestry of the British royal family, Tom and Laura represent 2 distinct threads. One occasionally glimmers in the spotlight, gracefully embracing public life, while the other elegantly retreats from the public eye. Both, however, are a testament to Camilla's legacy as a mother who encouraged her children to carve their own paths, regardless of the weight of the crown. Laura's retreat from widespread public attention was a practical choice, both for her personal peace and her professional integrity. Moreover, motherhood added another dimension to Laura's decisions. Raising children under the constant gaze and flash of cameras can be overwhelming. Every parent wishes to provide their children with a sense of normalcy, a grounded upbringing. For Laura, ensuring this meant establishing a clear boundary between her private life and the public frenzy that surrounds the royal family. Tom's journey, intertwined with public engagements in a celebrated career, showcases how one can embrace the limelight without being overshadowed by it. Laura's path, marked by discretion and a quiet determination, reminds us that even in the most public of families, there's a choice to be made about how one's story is told. Through their individual journeys, both Tom and Laura echo the essence of Camilla's legacy. a testament to the strength of individual choices amidst the backdrop of royal expectations. There have been speculations that Charles might bestow royal titles upon his stepchildren when he becomes king. This could potentially make Laura a duchess or a countess. However, this hasn't happened yet. Laura is known to attend fancy events due to her involvement in London's art gallery scene. She was seen at the premiere of Skyfall in 2012. Camilla has subtly acknowledged Laura's presence in her life by including photos of her during Zoom interviews. One such photo was a never-before-seen portrait from Laura's wedding. In a 2019 interview with Good Morning Britain, Tom, Laura's brother, mentioned that they are not quite part of the royal family. He added, "My mother married into it. She's part of it. We're the common children, we're just on the side." This statement raises questions about the family dynamic, especially now that Charles is king. The princes and their wives. The dynamics of royal relationships in the echoing halls of the British monarchy, where centuries-old traditions blend with the contemporary winds of change, stand as testaments to resilience, adaptation, and evolution. None have been more scrutinized in recent years than the relationship between Kate Middleton, Meghan Markle, Prince William, and Prince Harry. Kate Middleton's introduction to the royal milieu was marked by grace and patience. From her early days as the girlfriend of the future king to her role as the Duchess of Cambridge, she seemed to embrace the demands and challenges of royal life with a stoic elegance. Over the years, her bond with Prince William strengthened, fortified by shared experiences with the joys and challenges of raising their children in the public eye. Kate's entry into the monarchy was watched, analyzed, and often applauded for her ability to uphold the traditions while gently pushing boundaries. Meghan Markle's path to royalty was remarkably different. An accomplished actress and advocate before meeting Prince Harry, Meghan brought a fresh and modern perspective to the royal institution. However, her transition wasn't as smooth. The British press, notorious for its relentlessness, often placed Meghan under a magnifying glass, sometimes praising her uniqueness but frequently critiquing her for the very same reasons. The intense scrutiny and the comparisons drawn between her and Kate were impossible to ignore. Speculations ran rampant. Were they friends or foes? Were they the modern representation of the fairy tale princesses? One the golden girl and the other the outsider? Yet while the media delved in painting pictures of rivalry and discord, it was evident to many that both Kate and Meghan were individuals of substance, navigating an intricate maze of royal protocols, media glare, and public expectations. Their relationship, like any, had its moments of camaraderie and its challenges, but to distill it down to mere competition would be an oversimplification of their complex roles within the royal structure. Relationships, even royal ones, are not immune to the challenges of growth, change, and external influences. In the intricate tapestry of the monarchy, the threads representing Kate, Meghan, William, and Harry are both vibrant and complex. Their interactions, alliances, and differences tell a tale of modern royalty grappling with tradition, media, and personal choices. While speculations and sensational headlines may come and go, the true dynamics of their relationships lie in the shared moments, the unspoken understanding, and the bonds forged in the crucible of royal life. A royal conflict. In the vast annals of British royal history, few events have generated as much intrigue, debate, and conjecture as the relocation of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. The move, which saw them distance themselves from the traditional duties of the monarchy and establish a new life in North America, was not merely a geographical shift, but a profound transformation in the very essence of their roles as royals. For Harry, this departure was not a mere retreat from the spotlight, but an echo of a deeply ingrained desire for normalcy. Ever since his formative years, he often expressed a latent wish to step out of the royal limelight, seeking the freedom and privacy that his status seldom afforded him. Meghan, an American by birth and an accomplished actress too, had experienced the gleam of the spotlight, albeit in a different realm. Together, their union and subsequent decision to step back painted a vivid portrait of a modern couple seeking autonomy, freedom, and an escape from the relentless glare of the British press. The implications behind their relocation were manifold. On a personal front, their move hinted at a quest for a sanctuary, a space where their son Archie could grow away from the relentless scrutiny that shadowed his parents. It was a decision rooted in their aspiration to shield their budding family from the pressures and perils of ceaseless media attention, which had in many ways turned increasingly hostile towards Meghan in particular. However, the implications were not solely personal. The decision to step back from senior royal duties and the subsequent move symbolized a departure from centuries of tradition. It indicated a seismic shift in the way younger royals perceive their roles and responsibilities. Do you agree? Let us know in the comments section. Here was a prince, sixth in line to the throne, choosing love, autonomy, and well-being over the predetermined path of royal duties. As the news of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's decision to step back from their royal duties broke, media speculation reached a fever pitch. Questions abounded. Was there a rift within the royal family? Were they disappointed with their roles? Or was it a desire for financial independence? Every possible angle was explored, debated, and sensationalized. What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments section. Meghan, in particular, became the focal point of much of this speculation. Some sections of the media accused her of orchestrating the move and influencing Harry, leading to a narrative that often bordered on xenophobia and prejudice. In the grand tapestry of royal history, the chapter of Harry and Meghan's relocation will forever be marked with hues of courage, controversy, and change. It was a moment where love, ambition, duty, and desire converged, creating a narrative that will captivate historians and enthusiasts for generations to come. The story of these two brothers, bound by blood and history, serves as a testament to the complexities of family, love, and duty in the face of overwhelming pressure. Thank you for watching this video. We hope you found it enlightening and enjoyable. To be updated about your favorite celebrities and other royal news, tap on the link that pops on your screen. See you there.